So on my blog, I talk about a lot of different topics. Since I've been doing the blog for about 5 years, not very consistently for 5 years, but consistently for the past week, and then, spurts here and there. It's hard for me to keep committed. When I see results, it's easy. It's easy to be committed when you see results. When you don't see results, it's harder to stay committed. I know for me, seeing my blood sugars stay lower is a result that I look for. Like I had told you previously, I do a lot of reading on diabetes and living healthy and eating healthy. It's easy to read about it. It's not as easy to do. Human beings have so many temptations, and it does take a lot of consistency and almost a courage to eat properly. If you're vegan, people tease you. If you're vegetarian, people tease you. If you eat meat, people tease you. I mean, it doesn't matter what you eat. You could eat the most purest food and someone would find fault with what you do. And I don't mean teasing as in, oh, you silly Ganelli eating that food. Not a tease, more of a, well, you stupid moron. How could you eat that meat? Meat's no good for you. Or how could you just eat vegetables, you weirdo? I'm not here to do any of that. I'm just here to say that we have a lot of temptations to eat a lot of bad foods. A lot of our society, especially in the United States, is overweight. We're overweight, we're overwhelmed, we're overworked. Well, maybe not so much now, but for the most part, we had been overworked to the point that we didn't know anything but work. Consumerism is just crazy, and this isn't a vlog about consumerism. This is just to say that there are so many things out there that work to keep us unhealthy. And my purpose of my blogging is to give people the assurance that there is hope, that there is ways to eat food, healthy food, that isn't going to make us sick or kill us. There is so much out there that it just astounds me. And when I find a new food that's actually good, nutritious food, and it tastes good, I get so excited. It's like, wow, Brussels sprouts, who knew? I had never had a Brussels sprout in my life until 20 some years ago. Then I learned what a Brussels sprout was, and I love them. I could eat them for a meal, in a variety of ways, just cooked in the microwave. I love them that way. Just a little tiny bit of salt, just to give them a little zip, and they're perfect. And now I know someone will say, oh, you're not supposed to add salt. Well, you know what? Once in a while I add salt. I add salt to some of my vegetables because they're bland tasting. I don't add a lot, and I sometimes do different things with them where I don't need salt. So it's not always a salt thing for me. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about that either. What I'm here to just talk about is, that I'm here with you, and there is hope. And I think more than anything, I want people to know that there is hope. Today, I also have another little video of the Ninja blender that I use. I've been using that sucker for 10 years, and it's still sharp as a whip, and it still blends up my shakes really good. And I'm just I am giving a recommendation for the Ninja blender because it does work so well. And if it's something that you're interested in getting a new blender, I firmly believe spend the extra money, get the better blender, and have one that'll last you a long time. We've had ours for at least 10 years, at least. And it's still working really, really well. I use it every day, several times a day, to make my shakes and my drinks, and no problems. It's really a good, well-made machine. I hope you all have a good day. I had cake with lots of icing today, and my blood sugar was 508. I know, it just about makes me choke telling you that. I'm not there yet. We have days where we make mistakes, where we overindulge. Talked about shaming a few days ago. I'm not shaming myself. I'm just facing the reality that I did eat cake, and I ate a lot of frosting. And because, you know, cake, what's cake without frosting? And it was the good frosting, not that buttercream junk that tastes like whipped cream. No, this was the good stuff. And of course my blood sugar shows it. But I'm okay. I'm okay with it. My body's not super okay with it, but up here I'm okay with it because I know that tomorrow is a new day, and you got to know that tomorrow is a new day for you too. Have a good night.